Richard Petty. Rapid Richard and his Space Blue Plymouth are more often than not the main threat on any track. Derringer's on the track now. 4 laps at speed for the favored pole position. Car owner Bud Moore waits anxiously for official lap times. Petty is next. Derringer's times are good. His qualifying speed, 139.103 miles per hour. He's first to break Fred Lorenzen's year-old record. It's Petty's turn now. In 6 previous Rebel starts, Petty has never held the pole position. Derringer keeps the clock on Richard. Here comes Petty on his final leg. And he's done it, beating Derringer. 140.815 miles per hour, a new qualifying mark. 4 miles faster than Lorenzen's record. A Darlington victory has eluded the Petty family in 23 starts. But this year, it could be different. Petty wastes no time closing in on Pearson, passing Paul Lewis and Bobby John. Turn 3 again. Follow the leader. Tiny Lund. All eyes are on first place. Petty follows Pearson bumper to bumper. Pearson is also leading in point standings on the Grand National Circuit. He's been in the money 7 times this season and won 4 consecutive races. He's doing a good job, too, holding off the faster Plymouth. Down the main grandstand straightaway. Petty pulls abreast and streams past to regain the lead. The Blue Plymouth is showing superiority in all departments and seems untouchable. Telltale oil fumes, a blown engine. It's Leroy Yarbrough's Dodge Charger running 7th, out of the race after 60. Stand back, the fur's going to fly. Pearson and Petty, 1 and 2, are in for the routine stop. Paul Goldsmith wheels in also. Darrell Derringer in the same lap as the leaders and 4th at the moment, chooses to run. If he passes the pits before this trio is out, the lead is his. There he goes. Petty's out after him, 1 place back. Pearson's done it. Petty's back in front his first lap out, stretching his lead with little effort. Gets the sign. There's no sense in running dry or blowing a treadless tire trying to keep pace at these speeds. Petty cruises by Buck Baker. Earlier he commented on how helpful his tire tests were at Darlington in learning to go deeper into turn 3. Leader Pearson still holds 2nd. 1 up on Paul Goldsmith. Darrell Derringer in the 1966 Mercury Comet rides comfortably in 4th. First independent and driving expertly is G.C. Spencer. Curtis Turner calls it a day. Broken wheel lugs on his Chevy Impala sidelined the longtime great. Turner held 3rd briefly, ran in the top 10 before his unfortunate retirement. 12 of the 36 starters are behind the wall. 10 are independents. Flagg and Yarbrough, the only factory entries, both drove Dodge Chargers. Petty still in command, bettering last year's Rebel 300 race average. 132 plus miles per hour. Goldsmith gets daring and passes Pearson deep into turn 3. Pearson apparently experiencing handling problems at this late stage. Yarbrough, turning it on, is edged by Spencer and holds down fourth. But there's no catching Petty. With 1 lap left, the youthful Charger from Randleman, North Carolina, is home free for his second major win of the season. Since his earlier checker at the Daytona 500, Petty has not been able to find his way to victory circle until today. Petty takes the checker and gives Plymouth its 8th win in 15 starts.
Richard Petty, winner in 1964 and 66, the man to beat. Foyt tries to run away and break the draft that gives Petty and the others an advantage. Years ago, Richard Petty discovered that 2 cars running close together were faster than either car alone. He also discovered that the slower car, by catching a tow from the leader, would run faster with less strain on its engine than it could alone. Drafting has become a highly developed art, and Richard Petty, riding Foyt's bumper, is a master at it. Foyt puts his foot down, but Petty staying with him. There goes Petty in Plymouth number 43, taking the lead as if Foyt were standing still. Petty's teammate, Buddy Baker, gets a ride in Petty's draft and takes over second place. Petty's car seems to be running on a rail. Baker tucks into Petty's draft, and both cars move away from the other front-running challengers, Donnie Allison, Bobby Allison, and Foyt now in position 5. The miles roll away as the leaders fight for position, and the pit crews wait for their final important moment. 100 miles to go, and the front runners are low on fuel. There has a Foyt leads by a car length, but as they come off the second turn, Foyt slows down. Petty streaks back into the lead. Foyt is coasting, his engine sputtering, his gas tank dry. The momentum of 180-mile-an-hour speeds will carry him into the pits. Petty dives for the pits on instruction from his crew. The fabulous Petty teamwork is a vital part of winning. Also in the pits for fuel, Dave Pearson's Mercury. Pearson has dropped a lap behind the leaders. Petty's Plymouth is able to run farther on limited fuel than either Pearson or Foyt. Here's Foyt. Half a lap ago, he had a 1-second lead. Now, he reaches his pit 20 seconds after Petty. Races are won and lost by less. The Wood Brothers crew, one of the best in the business, races the clock to get Foyt back on the track. They change 2 outside tires and fill the 22-gallon tank. Petty's away. Foyt's engine won't start. His crew primes the carburetor. Foyt's engine fires. Misses. Fires again. He's away 22 seconds behind Petty. There's a yellow light. Something's wrong on the track. Fighting for the lead. Foyt's in the pack just behind the front runners, but he's a full lap behind the leaders. Foyt must pass Baker and Petty twice in order to win this race. On the backstretch, Buddy Baker's Dodge number 11 closes in and takes the lead away from his teammate, Richard Petty, in Plymouth number 43. Foyt, in Mercury number 21, is only a few car lengths back, but still 1 full lap behind. Both Baker and Petty are signaled yes by their crews. Will they race each other and risk an accident? Or are they being told to stick to a pre-race plan? The pit crews won't say. It's a two-car race in the final laps, and both belong to the Petty team. Is there any wonder there's tension in the Petty pit crew? The white flag. One more lap. Richard Petty, 497.5 miles from the start, is still running smooth and fast. The car performing perfectly after 199 laps around one of the fastest tracks in the world. Petty holds his position, keeping Foyt inside. This race will go down in the record books as the most competitive ever run. There were 48 lead changes, and at one time or another, 10 different men were in first place. And there's the checkered flag. Richard Petty wins his third Daytona 500.
Week after week during the summer and fall of 1967, 48 times, the Pettys loaded up their truck and pulled away from level cross for another race. Going into 1967, Richard Petty had already proven himself. He won the Daytona 500 in 1964 and again in 1966. His average speed at Daytona of better than 154 miles an hour in 1964 stood through the 1967 season as the fastest 500 miles ever driven by any kind of racing car anywhere.
Richard Petty pulls away slightly on the back chute. But in turn number 3, Richard goes too high and allows Buddy Baker to slip into second. Richard Petty has slipped by Buddy Baker for first place. Baker tries to pass on the inside. No go. On the back straight, Buddy powers by Richard, and Buddy Baker regains the lead. He passes.
Petty holds his position, keeping Foyt inside. This race will go down in the record books as the most competitive ever run. There were 48 lead changes, and at one time or another, 10 different men were in first place. And there's the checkered flag. Richard Petty wins his third Daytona 500, his 120th stock car victory.